about every pop star's merch, and today we're going to be ranking them all, everything from accessories to t-shirts to Barbies, to find out who is serving pop royalty and who is giving I made this on Canva at 2 a.m. vibes. But I can only keep one piece of this merch for myself, and the rest I'm giving away at my pop shop. More on that later, but first, with 76.9 million monthly listeners, Ariana Grande, the queen of high notes and even higher ponytails. She's our Glinda, the good witch, but today she's not a witch, she's a pop star. A pop star with merch, and she has a great selection. It was actually hard to just pick a few. And what I got from her comes right from Eternal Sunshine. This is the 93433 Erase t-shirt. It was $35. Okay, this is Brighter Days on the front, cute graphic on the back. Erase your mind today, should we call it?
Hello, and thank you for calling the Brighter Days hotline. Again, please hold.
She said the clinic's booked solid and hung up on me. Guys, why do I feel like it's been so long since I've tried something on for you? Here's our first t-shirt of the video. If you're confused about the memory erasing thing, by the way, that's like the whole plot of her Brighter Days short film. It's so cute. Also, this is an XL, so I feel like the sizing is pretty accurate. I have zero complaints about the quality. I really like this. Okay, next is the Boy Is Mine tote. I have beef with tote bags. They're always so expensive when you can like get a canvas tote with a print on it for like a couple dollars, but they're selling this for $25. Has TBIM on one side and cute graphic on the other, but yeah, it's just like a basic tote. I think it's sold out though, so obviously people love it. The Eternal Sunshine close-up hoodie. I'm excited for this one. Okay, this was $75 for the hoodie. We've got little screen print on the front, big screen print on the back. It has like a cool texture to it. Right off the bat, it's not like the most amazing quality hoodie I've ever seen, but let me try it on first and give it a fair review. One does not simply get an Ariana Grande hoodie without it being oversized, so I got a 2XL, and moment of truth, it's perfect. The signature on the sleeves. Our girl is starting us off strong. Like, the bar is high. It's so soft, it's not too heavy. The screen print seems like ridiculously good quality. This is good. The Eternal Sunshine necklace comes in this little red bag, and then in the red bag is another red bag. This was $45. This was $45. I mean, it's cute, but like, it's just kind of a basic cord with a little black heart that says Eternal Sunshine. Not even like etched, it's just like printed. It's cute, but $45 is crazy. Disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by any of these pop stars or merch companies. In fact, I'm gonna try to keep this so unbiased that you won't be able to tell which of these pop stars I have cried real tears at their concert and which ones I respectfully skip on Spotify. This isn't about the pop stars' music, it's about their merch. And if a pop star that you like is missing, they might have only had pre-order merch. That happened with a few of our girlies, and it just wouldn't get here in time for the video. Or some artists just fit too many genres that I felt bad labeling them a pop girl. Our next pop star kind of fits that category, but it felt illegal to not include her in this video. It's Beyonce. While most of Beyonce's past hits could be considered pop, her current era is Cowboy Carter, which is full-on country. Beyonce winning a Grammy for Best Country Album was not on any of our 2025 bingo cards, I think, including Beyonce's, based on her reaction. And her merch, of course, is also pretty much fully Western themed. She is on tour right now, so most of this stuff is completely sold out. I'm actually shocked we got any of it. Did you know that over half of merchandise sales come from people that attended the tour? So I'm ranking all this stuff, but obviously there's like an emotional, like experiential factor to a lot of this that if you saw this person in concert, I can't add into the ranking. Let's start with her short sleeve tee. This one was $30. I think it's the cheapest t-shirt on the website. There are some for a lot more money, but this is basic white tee, and then it has this off-center graphic on the front. I don't know how I feel about the off-center. And then the back, oh, I really like the back. It says Cowboy Carter. Okay, this shirt is an XL. It is so oversized, I love it. Quality-wise, it's very comparable to the Ariana one that we just tried on. Honestly, the off-center graphic, I kind of like it. This is why we try stuff on, because sometimes you just never know till you put it on. I'm actually really excited for what's in this box. I love when artists do something like a little outside the box, but that is still on theme. theme with their album or their tour, and she has a denim cowboy hat. I'm pretty sure this is sold out, so I'm so happy we got it. Oh my gosh, it's cute with the embroidered cowboy Carter, some stars. It's very lightweight. Okay, wait, literally like half my team is from Texas. Rank this cowboy hat.
There's no shape to it. This feels like I would get it at Party City from a bachelorette.
Roasted. Not worth $85, you think?
No.
But it's so cute, guys. She has this Cowboy Carter art book. I'm already kind of upset. So this was $74. I was thinking it was gonna be like a hardback, but it's a paperback. I wanted like coffee table book. Like it's cute, but that's a lot of money for a paperback. Oh, these are beautiful photos though. And I think a bunch of them are exclusive to this book. So cool if you're a super big fan, but I feel like they could have done something a little nicer with this. Our next pop star has over 90 million monthly listeners. It's Billie Eilish. Billie is very hands-on with all of her visuals, so I feel like her merch really represents her artistic style. I also love that she is in a whole bunch of her merch photos on her website. I think that's just such a cute personal touch that I've only ever seen a few artists actually do. This is the Hit Me Hard and Soft tour t-shirt. Look at the colors. I'm gonna try this on, but for a 2XL, it seems short. For context, this is actually a size bigger than the Beyonce shirt that I just tried on. What? I mean, like, width-wise, it's okay. It's not bad if you like a boxy, more cropped look. Quality-wise, it's definitely on par with the t-shirts that we've tried on. And it's just gonna shrink. That's what's even crazier. Next, let's open our Baloche necklace. She has her little figure on the box. Jewelry care card. This was $60. These pop stars are robbing me. Oh wait, it's cute though. Why did I not realize it would be bedazzled? Okay, but the chain is not great. It's not the worst, but $60 is like kind of premium jewelry pricing. Next up is a crew neck sweatshirt for $90. It's the underwater one. Ooh, that's a cool graphic. Once again, it's short. This is an XL. This is made from 100% recycled cotton and water-based ink, so Billie is an eco-friendly girly. Here's the crew neck. It's cute. It's also just a little short, and crew necks are like notorious for shrinking in the wash, so the screen print seems like awesome quality. I typically prefer my designs on the back, but that's just me being picky. By the way, you may have noticed with this video that we're specifically focusing on the pop girlies, so if you don't see any boys or any bands, that's why. But if you love this video, we could continue the series and do other like themes and genres. Okay, our last item is a beanie that says Hit Me Hard and Soft. This was $35. That feels like kind of a lot for a pretty thin beanie, but how do you even wear a beanie like this? No, I look like a thumb. No, and the words on the beanie are just not, it's not working. Maybe that, but you just can't really read it. All right. Next up is Chappell Roan, aka the Midwest Princess herself. Fun fact, her merch is designed by her best friend and creative director, Ramisha, which I think is so cute. This is the collegiate crew neck. It was $85. Okay, this is nice with the embroidered, and the color is stunning. This crew neck is also a size extra large, and if you're wondering why there's a little bit of variety, it might have been all they had available, but also I want some variety for my pop shop. I think the fit of this is great. The embroidery, yeah, I'm really impressed by this. Oh, and fun fact about her merch, a portion of it goes to some of the LA wildfire relief funds, which I think is really cool. Okay, next is the Midwest Princess rhinestone tank. Oh my gosh, cute. It looks see-through. This is adorable. Okay, I love this. Is it like the best quality shirt ever? No, but honestly, I love the fit. It's like the perfect cut. I do wonder why she doesn't have any Pink Pony Club merch, unless it's like a literal trademark issue, because that might be a real place. And then we also got this beanie, which has Midwest Princess. It's so bright, it's like blowing out the camera color. This is the type of beanie I like. That's more like plushy. This one was $25. This was less than Billie's. I prefer this. Pop star is Charli XCX. This merch line that we got is 100% tied to her Brat era. I'm not gonna lie. Anytime I see this album or this merch, I'm just always gonna think of Dress to Impress. I feel like I have a piece of history right now with this t-shirt. This is the Brat t-shirt. Guys, did I just find the item that I'm gonna keep? I don't know. Okay, 2XL by the way. This the color. Quality-wise, once again, very on par with like all of our other t-shirts that we've gotten so far. Editors pick copyright-free music to put this to. Okay, next up is the Club Classic long sleeve tee. This one was $55. Gosh, these feel nice too. They're really soft. Next. Okay, one thing to note also is her t-shirts are very stretchy, which I appreciate. Quality's pretty good. Design, it's okay. I mean, it like fits the vibe of everything else, but it's not necessarily like my favorite. Okay, and then for $30, we got the water bottle. Is that kind of expensive for a plastic water bottle? Absolutely. You could probably get one of these at Five Below, but it's a bra water bottle. And then the last thing we got is the Party Girl bumper sticker for $6. Nice. To our pop shop, or what's going to be our pop shop. It's gonna be cute, trust. And what is this pop shop, you might be asking? I'm gonna have people answer trivia about their favorite pop stars to win this merch. All but the one thing I'm keeping, of course. We literally like put out a post in a Facebook group, so I really hope somebody shows up. Next up is Dua Lipa, and all of this merch comes from her Radical Optimism album and her 2025 tour. This whole album vibe is very like clean, kind of like ocean themed. Ooh, cute. Look at the colors. Okay, this is one of the funnest unboxing experiences I feel like we've had visually, so great work. The exclusive box set for $40. See, I honestly expected more packaging like this from our pop stars with like their name and the fun print. So in this $40 box, you get a t-shirt and the CD. I love that. I feel like that's a good deal because so far most of our t-shirts have been $40. Okay, so like I said, I tried to get a variety of sizes. So these ones are a small and an extra small. So I have my lovely assistant, Anna, to help us out today.
Very soft. I do think it's true to size. Size small, you said? I'm not more of a fitted. I kind of like an oversized, but for a size, for a size small, it is really nice.
Yeah, this is the first t-shirt we've gotten that's like fitted, but it looks great on you. Next is the Radical Optimism burgundy tracksuit top. This was $95, so definitely one of the pricier things that she has on her website. Oh, that's fun though. And even the tag has Dua Lipa on it. Dua Peep has the drawstring at the waist. Okay, the jacket reveal.
I love this skirt.
That color on you though. Ooh. Wait, it's cute. That's an extra small.
This is good.
That is so cute. Quality wise, the first thing I thought of is it feels kind of like Fabletics-y type quality, so I want to see how much that would cost. Oh my gosh, Fabletics is selling their windbreakers for $114.95. Like, it's a wait for it to go on sale kind of thing. I would pay $90 for it, but like it's really cute. This is the Radical Optimism Magic 8 Ball. This was $35, but I think it has like custom little responses in it when you shake it. Is anybody gonna show up to my pop shop? Don't start now. Well, no, I have to open it all. Are we gonna hit 10 million subscribers before the end of the year? Manifest it. Okay, I will. Next rising star is Gracie Abrams. And for my millennials and Gen X that are like, who is that? It's JJ Abrams' daughter. That name might sound a little more familiar. He's produced some just like, you know, small sci-fi and action film. His daughter Gracie has been blowing up lately. She actually is featured in Selena Gomez's new album too, which don't you worry, Selena's merch is coming up. But Gracie has mostly been gaining popularity from her hit That's So True, which is on her recent album, and that is where all of her merch is from. Okay, this was $35, and it has the little graphic on the front. Oh, I thought it was cropped, it's not. And then look at the back. That is adorable. Okay, I think Gracie's gonna give Ariana a run for her money, cause this is a nice t-shirt. Quality-wise, it's like similar to the ones we've tried before, but this is definitely the softest material. And the design is so cute. And then her hoodie is $65. I feel like her pricing is pretty fair. This is a good weight for a hoodie. I love that it doesn't have drawstrings. Okay, here's the hoodie. This is definitely like the heaviest duty hoodie that we've tried so far. The outside is a little bit more of a rougher material, but the inside is super soft. The screen print is really nice. I think the hoodie is one of those like oversized, yeah. Like I have a lot of hair and I've got a lot of space in that hood. This is nice. nice. And I think it's the cheapest hoodie that we've gotten from anybody, which doesn't make any sense to me. This is the Secret of Us weenie mug. And it's a mug with her name and the Secret of Us. And on the insert is a wiener dog because she has a dog named Weenie Abrams. He's so cute. I am really trying to figure out the hype with these tote bags. The graphic is cute, I guess. This one has a zipper. That's a little different. $55?
I have beef with tote bags.
I think I'm a tote bag hater to my core. Our next pop star, Katy Perry. Okay, believe it or not, because Katy's in the middle of her tour, a lot of her merch is sold out. Like pretty much all of the apparel, but we got a few interesting things. Logo hat, which I'm gonna be honest, I think she crushed it with her logo. I think it's so cute and simple and fun, and it's not like in your face celebrity merch. Have you guys seen the memes on TikTok that are like people at the concert and they're like, my $200 bopping around on stage? I think they're so funny. There's been so many of Katy Perry, but people are like doing it for all of the artists. But jokes aside, Katy Perry is bringing the energy to her tour for sure. Also, fun fact, I get told a lot that Katy Perry is my celebrity lookalike. What do you guys think? Do we look alike? I don't know if we do, but what I do know is she can do this like doll eye trick and I can also do it. I thought everybody could do this, but I guess not.
What?
Ew. And then the other thing we got from Katy, because I had to, she has a $175 doll of herself available on her website. That is so expensive. I'm trying to think if I own any other Barbies that cost me that much. I got the doll, I unboxed her, and I was not impressed by the quality. And it's not just me. I've seen other doll fans, Katy Perry fans, very disappointed in how much this doll costs versus the quality you get. Like, look at her hairline. What is even happening here? And the reason that this is B-rolled, and you're probably wondering, where is the doll? I am going to try to send my Katy Perry doll to space because Peyton, my cameraman, knows how to build rockets. So cut to us in the future and hopefully Katy Perry doll is on a rocket. Gang's all here.
I'm really excited about the engineering of it all.
3, 2, 1. Dang it. We could always fake it. Editor, make it look like she's flying through space.
How do you feel? I feel super connected to love.
Grunge pop queen is next, Kesha. Kesha is currently on tour for her new album. I think it's just called Period. Also, I feel like tinsel in hair was already on the rise as a trend, but Kesha going on tour has just solidified it as the hair of summer 2025. Okay, she actually had a pretty good range of merch, but here is what we selected. This was like a little fan bundle pack, so we got the CD and a t-shirt. It didn't come in like a fancy box like Duas or anything, but seems like a decent deal because this t-shirt on its own is $40. Wow. Okay, that's nice. The big screen print on the front and then the little Kesha on the sleeve. And then the CD is $14 normally, so definitely a value to get it all together like that. Especially if I compare this to Dua Lipa's box set t-shirt. This one's way nicer. I like the fit better. It's more of that like band tee. It's very soft, stretchy. Our most streamed pop star of the moment with over 100 million monthly listeners, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is back. This whole collection is based off of her newest album. So much of this merch is sold out because at the time that we're filming this, she just went on her tour. So pro tip, if you want anybody's merch, get it before they go on tour. Otherwise, you're gonna wait months and months for a pre-order. We got some good stuff. The orange t-shirt, it was $45 and it says Gaga and has her pose in the middle of it. Okay, here's our t-shirt in an XL. This is feeling a little bit like Groundhog Day because all these t-shirts fit and feel very, very similar. The quality's good. This design kind of scares me. That's a little scary. Okay, next up is the Mayhem logo hoodie. I think she has this in a bunch of colors, but we got the black with the white writing. Okay, there was a little bit of drama with this. Apparently there's a surf shop that has like Mayhem is like one of their things. She got wrapped up in a lawsuit with them. And when I look at the side-by-side images, I can definitely see where they were coming from. I don't think anything came from the lawsuit, but. Okay, this is another one that now that it's on, it's really soft and comfy. The price is still pretty steep for what it is, but this might be the coziest hoodie so far. No complaints about the quality. Fit and feel is phenomenal. Kind of an average size hood. And then the last thing is the black Mayhem hat for $30. Okay, this is pretty nice. It's like a snapback style. It has kind of a distressed look to it, and then the embroidered logo. Pop shop is officially set up, but we do have 10 more pop stars to unbox their merch. And then once we have it all, I'm gonna add it all to my pop-up, and hopefully people come to do the trivia and win some stuff. Moving on to Lana Del Rey. And her merch is just so cute and girly pop. Okay, all of this merch comes from her. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard album? And this is the album black t-shirt. And it just has the graphic on the front. That's nice. Okay, it is not very soft, but I feel like as you wash it, it could get softer. The fit is really nice. The screen print is very good quality. Nothing on the back. Yeah, just simple, cute. Okay, next is the Under Ocean Boulevard hoodie. This was $75. Okay, also pretty comparable to the other $75 hoodies that we've gotten. Okay, this one's comfy. Like, it's just as comfy as the Lady Gaga one. Like I said, I'm just not like a massive fan of the design itself. Like, I don't know, the text on front is just okay. I still don't even know what's going on the back. Yeah, hood's also just a regular hood. She definitely had like some other cuter things. Like this lilac tee is very adorable. And then she has this blue one with like a white ribbon. Okay, and then our little bonus items. We got this cute bow. This was $20, which is kind of a lot for a bow. All this has is like the little LDR, and that's not great. Like the glue kind of looks weird. This is the brass whistle, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a whistle. It was $25, and I just had to know like the lore behind this. I think it's just a sticker. It's not actually engraved. So the story behind this is she just has this whistle that she uses for her dogs, and I guess she was like, you know who else needs this? The Lana ticks for $25. Wait. Oh, he's coming. Hey! Next up is Madison Beer, and it's kind of funny she's right after Lana because I feel like her vibe lately is very Lana-esque.
I was supposed to be in the video.
No, I with like the bows or the black tee with the graphic. This haul comes from her Spinnin' tour, which is her most recent tour. Ta-da! Way cute! What the? What? What? 3?
We never even ordered that.
Not even one.
Well, she is coming up, funny enough, but we didn't order these. Okay, well, here's Madison's merch. The Spinnin' Tour Acid Washed t-shirt. This was $40. I love the color. Oh, this is pretty. Wait, is it supposed to be black? That definitely looks black. I'm not mad. I actually think I like it better in the gray than in the black. Okay, this t-shirt is definitely in the top 3 t-shirts of the whole haul. It's so comfy and soft and stretchy. And like I said, I'm kind of glad they sent the gray one. I think it's cute. And then I love that there's stuff on the back too. Okay, next is the Spinnin' Tour Polaroid hoodie. This was $80. Once again, it feels like the exact same type of hoodie from our other girls. Like, it's nothing crazy. The Polaroid on the front is cute. And then on the back is the cities. Ooh, I love that logo. It almost looks like sprayed on. Disclaimer, this hoodie is a medium and I don't know where Anna went, so not the fit I would normally get myself, but it's a cute hoodie. It's soft. It actually reminds me a lot of Lana's hoodie, but I like this design better. I think the little Polaroid's cute. And I think the back is so cute. We got a bow. She also had a bow for $20. What? Okay, maybe I was too hard on Lana's bow because I thought this was gonna be so much bigger. And like Spinnin' is embroidered, but it's probably the worst embroidery quality. That might be your worst piece of merch so far. I'm sorry, Madison, but. And then to follow that bow up, we also got the tote bag. This was $30, so it's the most affordable tote bag out of them all so far. I don't get them. I do not get them. I stand by the feeling that a tote bag should be like a gift you get when you spend over $100 or something. 59 million monthly listeners. We have Miley Cyrus. She is in her Something Beautiful era. Okay, her merch situation is interesting because there's literally only like 2 things you can get, and I got both of them. I don't know which is which, so we're just gonna start with this one. So she has these Something Beautiful box sets. Here's our first one. Has a cute box with her name on the front. Both of these sets are $50 each, and it comes with, ta-da, a hat, a CD, and a keychain. Kind of similar to Katy Perry's hat with the embroidery, but she does have the Miley Cyrus on the back too as a little added touch. Okay, and then the other box costs the exact same, but this one is the box set with a t-shirt. This is freaking weird. Like, if you didn't know what this was, I don't like it at all. Literally, they should have just done like the album, because I actually think the album photo is beautiful. I just don't like this. Pop star is Olivia Rodrigo, and all of this merch is from her Guts album. Apparently, there was drama with her first merch launch. The sour merch launch was bad.
So this is supposed to be purple, and it's blue.
Let's see how the Guts one is. Hopefully it's better. The branding overall seems so cute though. It's very like purple and colorful and fun and playful. We got a bunch of stuff, including a tote bag. Olivia might change my mind on the tote bag. Let's see. This is the Spill Her Guts Live t-shirt. Gosh, this was $55. That might be our most expensive t-shirt yet. Ooh, but it's that kind of like acid wash. Yeah, I love that. The gray. Okay, and the graphic is cute. Okay, this is a good t-shirt. Like I said, I think they killed it on the graphics. Back's just plain. I think they did a good job with this. Okay, that t-shirt was $55, but on her website, I noticed she does have youth t-shirt options for $30. Guts World Tour hoodie. Okay, this is an $80 hoodie, and we have Guts World Tour with the little Olivias on the front, and then the dates and cities on the back. Oh, wait, this is cute. Almost missed this detail. It says Spill Your Guts on the sleeve in a sparkly print. Okay, here's the hoodie. It's cute. I feel like it's pretty true to size. I like the front graphic. Love the sleeve. That's like my favorite part. It's kind of giving like Disney jersey a little bit. It's fun. And then the back is adorable with the sparkles. The hood is just, it's a little. Okay, and then we got the dad hat. That's cute though, with the purple and the stars. And then it says Spill Your Guts Live on the back. Yeah, cute. That was $40 though. I think that's more expensive than some of our other dad hats. Last but certainly not least, this tote bag was a hot commodity apparently. Even though it's $65, but it's not just any tote bag. It's a butterfly. Okay, wait. That's actually so cute. See, this is a tote bag. And then it has like structure to it. I wish you guys could feel this. Yes. Like it's a great size. It has like a little magnet so that it closes. Pop star is Rosie. Like I said, we did not buy these from her though. Rosie, if you're not familiar, is from Blackpink. And this started out with the idea that we were just gonna include Blackpink as the whole girl group, but I don't think they have any apparel for sale right now, which is so strange. There's been some drama with this though, which makes it even funnier that we got like free stuff from some other order because most of her order hasn't shown up and it's been like months. So let's back up to her t-shirt. This is the #1 girl tee. This was $35 and it just says #1 girl. And that's all that showed up. Yay. So we also got this keychain and this pin button set. And it was pre-order, but the pre-order was supposed to get here by now. And they just like keep bumping us to like the next month and the next month. Okay, the quality's decent. I just think the design is so boring. I think I saw somewhere that they were trying to go for like the I love New York type vibe, but even that's more exciting than this. The text is kind of bubbly. The t-shirt's fine. It's like on par with our other t-shirt. Over 70 million monthly listeners. We have Sabrina Carpenter. By the time this video goes up, her new album might be out, but you get short and sweet today, which I'm not mad about because this merch is so adorable. I just feel like the branding is so on point. It's so just like girly and fun. I love these lingerie tees. Unfortunately, they were sold out, so I didn't get one of those, but we got some other fun stuff. All right, let's start with her tee. And this one specifically is the short and sweet heart ivory tee. It was $45. Nice, got her little logo printed and a little graphic of her on the front. Okay, this one feels nice. It's like stretchy and soft and has kind of like a cool feel to it. Now, this might not be my personal favorite design out of all of her merch, but I think it is the best seller. People definitely like it. Listen, I know I overpaid for these, but I think they're hilarious. For $15, we got the short and sweet temporary tattoos. She also has a sweet and short mug for $30. What did I say?
Sweet and short.
I actually love that though. I'll be your perfect missus on the other side. I love that handle. I've never seen a handle like that. It's a little bow. And then our last thing, it's a pajama set. It was $70. Look at the tag. Isn't that so cute? How short and sweet embroidered. And then the bottoms are some little shorts. Okay, are you ready for the pajamas? They're cute. This is definitely one of the most unique clothing merch items that we've seen. Okay, listen, I personally prefer my PJ sets, the fabric to be a little bit more silky. Maybe it's also because it's summer, like this just feels like this cottony linen would get hot. It is a little see-through. That's kind of driving me crazy. Like you can like see the pockets, but yeah, not bad at all. Selena Gomez is up, and this merch collection ties into her new album, I Said I Love You First, that she just collaborated with her fiance, Benny Blanco on. Some of the merch she has for this collection is really cute, and then some of it, in my opinion, is a little bit weird, but I think we got a couple good things. Call Me When You Break Up t-shirt in ivory. This was $40. It reminds me so much of the Sabrina one that we just opened, but I think it's $5 less, right? But it's not quite as stretchy and soft as Sabrina's, but like everything else, you can just kind of copy and paste what I said about that tee. It's not bad. Okay, and then we also got this hoodie. I have such high hopes for this hoodie. This is the I Said I Love You First. It was $85. The embroidery is nice, how thick these letters are, and I love the color. Okay, this is a good hoodie. It's not like the softest hoodie out of all the hoodies we've tried, but it does have that kind of like already worn, broken in feel, which I actually love. Love the color, very roomy, and then the quality on the embroidery here is just very well done. But it's not bad. Maybe a little more roomy than average, I'd say. Next pop star is SZA. Okay, she's another one that is definitely multi-genre. I've seen her called alternative R&B, soul, indie rock, but today she's a pop star. This merch haul is from her 2022 SOS album, because she does have a new album, but when you go on her website, at the time of filming this video, this is what it looks like. So we got the old stuff. Why does it say live insects? I don't like that. This is the camo tee. Okay, this was $60. That makes it the most expensive pop star t-shirt in the entire haul. Let's see if it's worth it. I mean, it's the only t-shirt that has a print, which is cute. Oh my gosh, I heart SZA, but it's a ladybug. I should point out, with this and most of this stuff, it is like premium, limited edition, like tour special items. So that's part of why they cost so much. Like if you really wanted to, for any of these artists, you could go to like an unofficial seller or a fan-made website and get some. In fact, I almost got scammed by a SZA seller because I thought this was a real site and it's not. But yeah, it just depends on if you want to directly support the artist. It's kind of a little bit scratchy. I feel like maybe it's one of those that after you wear it and wash it a few times, it'll get softer, but the design is unique and on brand and cute. I think it's fun. Ugh, for the price though, I feel like it should be softer. Okay, next. This is the Grand National Tour crew neck, $90. And it has bugs that spell SOS. Okay, this one is soft and really good quality. I'm really impressed by this. Obviously, like the bugs is maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but everybody find your bug for your city. All right, live insects, here we go. This is the Deluxe Patch Tote Set, I think is what it's called. It was $40. So pretty much like even pricing with some of the other box sets of stuff we've gotten. Let's see what's in it. Oh my gosh, that box is so cute. Oh, my favorite, a tote bag. Oh, it matches the crew neck with the SOS and the little bug. Okay, and then we have the CD. Nice. And okay, the patches are actually cute. I wasn't really sure what to expect there. Okay, our dancing queen, Tate McRae, is up next. Tate is on tour right now, so all of her merch is themed after that tour and her So Close to What album. Starting with the So Close to What tee. This was $45. Oh yes, already has the acid wash. Oh, I like this. This might be my favorite t-shirt material out of the whole video. It's just so nice and stretchy and kind of like cool. Tate said, I'm gonna give you guys a t-shirt you can move in. It's great. The jersey number on the back. This is a 4XL, by the way, so I think it like runs a little bit on the small side for sure, but so well done. Miss Possessive tour hoodie. This was $80. Ooh, this one has an acid wash as well. Wait, this might be one of our nicest hoodies. Okay, back to the sizing thing. this is a 2XL. I would say if it's more like an XL. So once again, runs a little bit on the smaller side. Like the sleeves are just a little short. It's so nice though. I think this is the nicest hoodie that we've gotten. Oh, let's check the hood. Not bad, a little tight, but and then kind of the typical tour design on the back. $80, but like, it's nice. It is nice. Miss Possessive Tour side bag. This was $40. Wait, is it like a crossbody? Yeah, okay. See, I like that more than a tote. We got a dad hat. Cute, brown. And then it just has the Tate Miss Possessive Tour embroidered. This was $40, so on the more expensive end of our hats, but hello, did that get bent? Looks a little crooked. Yeah, she's gonna get some points off for the packaging for that one, because why was that just shoved? Can you guess who our last pop star is? It's Taylor Swift. Taylor has so much merch, possibly the most merch on her website out of all of these artists, because she has merch for every single one of her albums, which makes sense because she just went on her Eras tour and she now owns the masters of all these albums, so good for her. But today we're specifically focusing on Tortured Poets Department merch because that's her most recent album. Okay, do appreciate that we got it in a box so our hat didn't get smashed, but okay, here's everything we got. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This is the Tortured Poets Department black photo t-shirt, $45. Ooh. Ta-da! Okay, once again, it's not like a broken record. It's pretty on par with all our other t-shirts. Screen print feels nice. Is that all that's on here though? Yeah, no other little details. Yeah, not much else to say about it. It's good. Let's do the hoodie next. This is the beige hoodie. It was $65, which is actually like on the lower end of hoodie prices. Was it on sale? It's on sale from $75. Oh my goodness. I think this is so unique. Look at that logo. It's like raised. I don't even know how they do it. Okay, I could see myself wearing this hoodie every single day. It is the perfect color. It's cozy. It's a roomy fit. Let's check the hood. Oh, the roomiest hood we've had yet. That's good. Probably tied with Tate for best hoodie, if not the best hoodie, because I really love the fit of this. Next we have a dad hat. Oh, I love this color though. The light gray with the cream embroidered logo on the front and then TPD on the back. $30. Okay, so one of the less expensive hats. Love that. That's cute. And our last thing, this one was just kind of unique, so we had to get it. The gold ring for $35 with the little logo stamped on it. I mean, that's cute. There's one final Taylor thing because, as many of you may know, one of Taylor's most well-known merch items is her cardigans. And I have never owned a Taylor Swift cardigan until today. Obviously, these are all sold out on the website, so we had to buy this from a reseller, but I'm so excited for this. So I'm gonna see what the hype's about. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. Cute. Has the Tortured Poets Department tag, and then also the tag on like the bottom of the sweater. It's so soft. My first Taylor cardigan. It's nice, very soft, very stretchy. I was not expecting that. And the patch is like really good quality. I'm very impressed. I get the hype. You can tell that they put a lot of effort into these pieces because they know the fans love them, so. Customers, yay! Who are your favorite pop stars?
Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, good one. This trivia is a finish the lyric. Karma is the guy on the
Chiefs.
Good job. You get the hoodie, yay! Which gaming company is referenced in the song Espresso?
Nintendo.
Good job! I'm actually so impressed. Oh, okay, here's a tricky one. What is Billie Eilish's brother's name? Phineas. You actually knew that! That's awesome! Who is your favorite pop star?
Charli XCX.
Do you want the brat tee?
No, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the Brat merch.
Which music artist is Charli often mistaken for, leading to the hit song Girl So Confusing, which later featured this artist?
Lord.
Yes! What is Rosie's debut album called?
Rose.
Yes! Yay! Name all 4 Blackpink members.
Oh, girl. Okay, Rose, Lisa, Jennie, Jisoo.
Easy. Easy. Which of the following artists has not collaborated with Taylor Swift on a song? 1, Ice Spice. 2, Post Malone. 3, Selena Gomez. 4, Gracie Abrams.
My daughter's saying Selena.
It is, which is surprising because they're like friends, but they haven't collaborated. Good job, you got the cardigan, yay! What Nickelodeon show did Ariana get her debut?
That's so easy.
Jess!
Jessica. She isn't watching.
Wait, can I tell her?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Victorious.
Yeah, it's Victorious because then Sam and Cat came out.
Right? Victorious.
Yes. What is the name of Lady Gaga's fan base?
Are they the monsters?
Yeah, good job. Which song did SZA contribute to in the Black Panther movie?
Oh, All the Stars.
Good job. I didn't have to give you the second hint. Ooh, here's a hard question. What is Beyonce's alter ego?
Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, okay. You got it. We surprisingly had a great turnout and they kind of cleared out our tent. But I did set aside the item that I'm keeping for myself and it is the Tate tee. I just feel like I'm gonna wear this all the time. Make sure to check out all of my other celebrity product videos if you haven't binge watched them yet and we will see you guys in the next video.